So I come into work and this is a magazine, and you know, let's see what happens. It's just, well, it's a beautiful magazine. And oh, oh, is that me? That is
Oh my gosh. For all of you who don't know, I'm sitting here with the amazing J NICOLE. She has been doing hair for 20 years. Amen to the couch. Amen to the, it's just, darling, what would you like? Hey, I'm Janae Gamble, and I go by J NICOLE. I've been here in Vegas for about 12 years. I'm originally from Los Angeles, California, or just Southern California because I used to live in San Francisco as well. So I am such a Cali girl, up north, the Bay, mixed in one. And now I reside in the desert. Flourishing it though, right? Flourishing the desert. Since I've been here, I have been doing hair. So that's why most people know me by J NICOLE, because that is my hair name, Hair by J NICOLE. And what I've done so far by being here in Vegas is start my salon, So Amazing Spa and Salon, as well as start a nonprofit, So Amazing Kids. What So Amazing Kids is a nonprofit organization where we help kids in not so good backgrounds. And what we do is we teach them how to take care of their hair and their hygiene and how to present themselves to the world in a better light, right? And building confidence. So I feel that if you look good, you feel good, and you do good, right? And provide free hair care services. So I gather people in the community that are barbers and stylists like myself. And what we do is we give on a day that we could be making money, but instead we choose to pour in and mentor to these kids that are in our chair. So if they have any aspirations of being one of us, a therapy, hairstylist or anything like that, they can, or we can teach them like what path is for you, so we can be an instrument to teach you how to get to that path, right? So that is what So Amazing Kids is all about. I am going to branch out a little bit more and try to teach women and children self-defense, as well as how to protect yourself when you get in a situation, and just how to protect yourself, because the numbers of statistics of women being kidnapped and children being abducted. So if we can teach So Amazing how to protect someone, ourselves, then the statistics won't be so high.
So, who are some of your biggest inspirations? They can be in the industry, out of industry, just what inspired you? Who inspired you?
What inspired me? Yes. There's many things that inspired me. I like money, you like money, we like money. Okay, so I didn't know hairstylists, stylists, barbers made money. But then I found out, someone told me, she was like, oh, this is how much money I get paid, and I only work 4 days a week. And I was like, are you serious? And then she was like, and I get to do my dream on the side the rest of the 3 days. And I was like, oh man, that sounds amazing. And she was raising her kids by herself. So opening a business, what it taught me was like, I can be my own boss. Not only be my own boss, but be my own boss and still take care of my children. So it just seemed like a win-win situation. Instead of going to work for somebody, the factory, and then them telling me what my 9 to 5 was. If my kids had anything to do that was outside of school, I wouldn't be there because I would be on their 9 to 5 clock. Could not take my kids to any extracurricular activities, and then have to do overtime and just be subjected to somebody else ruling my day. Now, being a business owner, I do have a different, I wouldn't say boss, but a different check-in. It would be to my clients, right? But the pros and cons I mean, they outweigh each other. I would rather be an instrument to my clients and a helpmate to my clients than to an entity that doesn't even care about me. So I feel like opening a salon was just the best thing for me and where I was as a single Black woman. Social media, I feel, is a great marketing tool because without it, how would anyone know who you are? We have word of mouth, and word of mouth is so strong, right? And so when you combine word of mouth and a platform like social media that actually gets to put the brand and the person together, so the word of mouth is like, oh, this is what I heard. And then we get to compact what I heard to what I see, and then we get to make our own conclusion. I think that is how social media helps us so much. Woo-wee. I would give 1. It is hard to work behind the chair and operate a functioning, well-oiled machine, right? So I would say, understand that it is a very difficult task, especially if you're trying to do it by yourself. So before you jump in, make sure you do the prep work, right? So everybody is about planting seeds. You have to make sure that you plant your seed, which means go to business classes, go to financial courses, see what it is to market yourself, and make sure all those avenues are good. Then you want to make sure what is your leadership and what does your team look like. So as long as you know what your team look like and your strategy for your team, so when your team comes in, you already have the blueprint of who you are and who I need you to be in this. So you know if somebody is going to work or not. You also know who is completely going to change your framework. So then once it changes your framework and your identity of your company, then that person does not fit, right? Regardless of how talented that person may be, right? Because you do not want to interrupt the culture and the environment that you chose to provide for your salon and your aesthetics, because that will tip your balancing situation. So I would say do homework, and listen to people who have failed in the salon atmosphere, because we learn so much more from people who failed than people who succeed, because I feel like sometimes they forget how they failed. And in failure, you just learn what did not work. And once you collect so many different peoples of how they did not work, you can see strategically how and what will work for you. So that is the advice I would give. I see myself as a light. And I guess, what does that mean? Or a garden, right? A beautiful garden where everything in my garden, who I am and who I built myself to be, with my integrity, with who I stand for, I see myself cultivating a great environment where I have peace and joy. That's what I see in 3 years. And what does that look like, right? That means I'm living my life to the fullest and everything that makes me say yes and makes me proud. What does that look like? Inspiring kids to be their fullest self, regardless of what other people try to put on them or whatever rejections. Like, take off the rejections of other people and live just in your truth, right? What else does that look like? That looks like my kids flourishing in an environment that they have yet built and is super proud of me. And like I said, just light, just beautiful light. I would think my clients appreciate me for being me, right? And what I say by that is, when my clients come in, I'm going to be my authentic self. So I don't show up being someone else. If they ask me a question and I don't know the answer, I'm going to say I don't know the answer. If they're trying to lean on me on what I think they look good in, I say, no. What do you feel like you look good in? Because you've been you longer than I have just met you. I know nothing about you, so I cannot tell you how you will show up best in your full you, right? I give my clients a chance to speak and be heard. And I know in so many times in cases of the world, we don't know how to be heard. Like a lot of people are hearing us but not listening, right? So I give my clients a space to be listened, heard, and respected. I know my clients are a full array of everything, and I allow them to be the full array. Regardless if you're a night walker to the CEO of any corporation, I welcome them and I listen to them and I learn from them. You're going to feel better because you look good, you feel good, you do good. That's my slogan. And I want everyone to do good because we need more good in this world, especially right now. Oh, that's me. I've been walking through these doors of distractions and always leaving them open. So each door that I left open is another pull from what my purpose is. You know what I mean? And then it's distracting you from the bigger picture, what you're meant to be here. And once you start closing, doors of distraction, right? Then you're able to then walk in the door that was always for you, which is your God-given purpose. And then you, like, again, what I say is, I want to shine. It's not me shine, it's God's light shine through me. So then it unleashes somebody else's opportunity. And then the God in me sees the God in them, and the God in them sees the God in me. And then they're like, wait, I can, I will. And then it's just like, and then you have that atomic bomb effect, right? Not that I turned on the light switch for somebody, but the atomic bomb, and everything is just bright.
Yes,
You know
definitely.
what I mean?
Describe your signature style.
Okay, so what I think my clients really love that I just started or been dabbling with, because I'm going to do it in my salon, right? Because I want my new salon to be a wellness spa salon treatment, right? So I decided to do a spa wash, right? Because I remember going to a massage therapist, and what they do is, like, you know, you get ready, you get massaged, they play beautiful ambiance music, and then you're just out, right? So I realized a lot of my clients have this, and I wanted to just, and so what I did was, once they come in, they tell me, and I'm like, okay, great, you ready for the wash? And they're like, yes. So I said, okay, and I explained the wash to them so none of them have any PTSD that I'm not aware of, right? So I said, what I'm going to do is I'm gonna put a towel around you, you're gonna lean back, I'm going to turn on this red therapy light. Now, what red therapy does is it goes in and it rejuvenates your blood cells, right? And so what we need with our cells is we need rejuvenation so they can grow, and then your hair can grow, and then your skin can glow and be beautiful, right? Because we're rejuvenating, right? So those dead cells are dead. Now we rejuvenate some new ones and you look new, right? And then what I do is I also place the steam on there, because we live in a dry desert climate. We want to make sure that we add more moisture back into our hair. So I make sure that we do the infused water, and it's infused into their hair, the whole steam treatment. And then I make sure that I have some essential oils inside of the room. So not only are you getting the light and the steam, you're also getting a beautiful essential oil, tailor-made by me, essential oil fragrance, right, in the atmosphere. And then I hit you with the sound, because we got to play with all senses, right? So now the sound is hitting your chakras and making sure that you are in harmony with everything that's in your body. And then I go in and I wash you. And I have these beautiful, amazing hands that God has blessed me with, thank you, God, that I'm able to give a nice strategic massage from your crown of your head to the nape of your back and back here. And this is where we hold a lot of tension, so I'm able to release it. Now, what I have experienced from my clients by doing this, there will be some sessions where my clients will cry. There will be some, and tears of joy, because they're like, what did you just do to me? Like, I've never had a wash like this. Or, thank you. This is an amazing wash. And it just warms my heart to just know that I was able to provide someone a space, one where they can just clear out their trash, right? And then once you're clearing all that out, guess what we have? healthy, happy hair. And then we have healthy, happy hair. That hair is a calling card, and your essence become yes, and your confidence is everything. You're just walking down, and everyone notices that. So then people are now then drawn to you, and the right people are drawn to you because what? You are looking good, feeling good, and then you're able to do good. So that is what the spa wash is all about. A difficult client is someone that I could not help. And this is not, and it wasn't even like about the hairstyle that I couldn't achieve. No, I nailed it, right? It was more so about this woman coming into me, telling me about her dreams and aspirations, and me always seeing her being stuck. Again, we're talking about distractions and everything, and how if we don't close the doors to our distractions, it can lead us to our future. So, and I think I was so invested into her because I saw myself in her, right? So the difficultness to it was like I could not help myself, right? And I kept on seeing her roadblocks, right? And I would tell her, I would say, hey, so this is a roadblock. I said, if you need me to be a coach, an assistant, or anything, I could be that. I could be your cheerleader. I could tell you every single morning, this is what you're supposed to do. And I did. And she just was in her own way. And I think that sometimes we can be our biggest distractions. You know what I mean? Like, we can get in our own way. And I know as much as I do, I know I get in my way, right? And that could be doubt, right? That and the doubt again can just paralyze you to not do anything. But then when you're paralyzed to do anything, the world is not stopping still while your doubt and your paralyzation of fear gets you, right? No, life is still going to go on. So now that you're stuck still, everything still comes to you. So now you're do. But for me, I noticed this too. I am a dragon when it comes to me being stacked up, right? So most of the time when people think they're giving me hard situations or something, and I didn't realize this until one of my friends said, that was like, you thrive when you're under pressure. It's, you know, when you're drowning and no one thinks that you're able to do anything, that is when you come up and you say, let me show you how I swim best in these troubled waters, right? So then I was like, dang, that's kind of harsh that you said that to me, that I thrive in turmoil. And then I looked at my life and I was like, actually, everything yes. Yes.